often in the general public, sometimes mining gets this bad rap for its environmental record, and I think some of it's deserved. But the work that you do today within the mining industry, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that bad rap first.
Yeah, please.
So I would say yes, historically, yeah, there was some truth to that. But now mining companies are being so duly diligent to protect the environment. And in fact, I really believe that in some cases, going above and beyond. In many cases, I mean, it's a balance, right? We all are impacting the environment every day. And mining really has been had a negative rap when it shouldn't have, right? Every time we walk out the door, get in our car and drive down the street, we're negatively impacting the environment.
Right.
But mining companies, that impact tends to be more focused, right? It's on, and it's more in the media. It's more, we think about it more. And anyway, I really do think mining companies, I mean, the work we do is helping mining companies to work towards those goals, but they are truly wanting to be there already. We just help them achieve those goals.
You're not a check. So what you're saying, you're not a checkbox. It's like, okay, let's get the environmental team and we move on. It's
no, it's way beyond. It's a vision. Almost all mining companies now have a vision for the environment, protecting the environment, working with the Indigenous communities. And how do we balance all of this, right? Because there's still the bottom line. And we need these critical minerals. And I mean, there's the laws of science that you can't defy, right? You can't do anything without an impact.
Right.
So my job, and one of the most exciting things for me, is balancing all of that. So I'm balancing the needs of our clients with the regulations, with the needs of the environment. And one of the things I really pride myself in is looking at everything holistically. So you have to look at the whole picture, right?
Yeah. And you mentioned it quickly there. We work with First Nation communities across the region. And your work with the Indigenous communities in this process is critical.
Definitely. I mean, they are really the keepers of the land, right? And the waters. And in the end, we're on their territories. And it's really important to ensure that the work we do is respectful to their rights and their interests, their traditional knowledge. And again, it's all about balancing. It's about creating relationships. It's about ensuring that they trust you. They don't ever doubt what you're saying to them. And I often say to my clients, it has to start at the beginning. And you have to bring those communities along with you and educate them as you go so they understand the implications, the complications. It's not, sometimes they have to make difficult decisions. You can't develop a mine without some impact.
Right. And we should mention too, right, that many of these First Nation communities have highly skilled technicians that are on site that you work in partnership with.
That's
so
right.
They understand the geography and the biology and everything that's going on.
Exactly.
But they also bring to the table about, I want to say medicines that they teach us.
Their
it's
traditional knowledge.
Their traditional knowledge, and there's medicines in this area, and this is the medicines we use, and this is the
That's right.
the different things that we grow here. So learning all that and the impact of that, right?
It's really interesting. And in fact, we have memorandums, agreements with Indigenous communities whereby we work with them. So with some of our clients, we have an agreement with the Indigenous community whereby they come out and support us in the work we do. And we also get involved with clients when they are working with the Indigenous communities to understand exactly what you're talking about. The medicinal plants that are growing in and around the property. What are they gathering? What are they hunting in the area? What is really important to them? And what can the mining companies do to help protect that important knowledge? And
we're on location at the Northern Ontario Mining Showcase. I'm Scott Clark with Maria Story from Story Environmental. And this is all part of the PDAC 2024 conference. So Maria, tell us from an environmental standpoint, what's exciting you? What's cool? What's happening? Because there's always innovation in science and
Yeah, so I guess one of the things that is really cool right now is just this week, I've been asked by one of our clients to get involved in a carbon capture project. So, as you know, we're all trying to reduce the carbon dioxide that is emitted to our atmosphere to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And this particular client is being super innovative. And what they're trying to do is develop technology. I mean, it's already developed, but they need to test it and determine whether it will be feasible in Northern Ontario, whereby they would inject the carbon dioxide deep into the subsurface, where it would react with the mineralization in the rocks, and it would actually stabilize the CO2 forever.
forever.
So it will enable this mining company to become a net zero carbon mining facility. It's really exciting.
That it could potentially be the near future.
Definitely.
Wow.
And it's actually the same technology is being worked on in Saskatchewan in the oil fields. They're working, there's a lot of research going on right now. So